The new quarterly flyer just dropped. This one shows all the things that are on promotion from April, May, and June of 2022. Let's start off with two unrelated things. First of all, I'm using a new microphone, so if it sounds weird, sorry. I think it sounds pretty good. My testing came out all right, so I think this will sound better than usual, hopefully anyway. And number two, hey, you know, if you're watching, I am pretty sure you haven't subscribed to the channel. 90% of the people who view my channel have not subscribed. So would you do me a solid? If you're watching, it means that you're getting some value out of the content that I'm producing. I would love it if you would just click the subscribe button so that we can boost the subscription numbers and it looks really good to the YouTube algorithm, drives more traffic, and we can grow the channel. It doesn't cost you a dime. If you just click that little button there and do that, then it would mean the world to me. So thank you, I appreciate that. Right, let's dig into the flyer. First off, we have some new toolboxes from K-Tool International. K-Tool is a brand owned by Integrated Supply Network, which is my largest supplier, and these guys, third-party brand and private label products that are made by other companies, and they sell it under their name, and they usually get things out at a much lower price than what you'd find competitively because they do it in a higher volume. And these boxes just hit the market. These are new. I'm not that familiar with them, to be honest with you, but from what I have seen and what I can tell, they look like they're very solid. I wouldn't go bragging about bells and whistles, but I think as far as functionality and lockable storage goes, these guys might fit the bill. I can get pricing for you on the larger one, but the 41-inch box for $1,800 for a 41-inch box? Come on. You can't even buy a cart for that. 41-inch carts from Extreme are like $4,000. Price the same one out from Snap-on. If even, I guess their Epics have carts that are that big. I don't know about the other brands, but, or maybe one of the, even one of the Mako Jamestown carts. Find a cart that large for that price and get back to me, because I don't know that you can. And I think for the additional storage you get out of this guy that you would get out of a cart might be well worth your consideration. 1,000-pound drawer capacity, 10 drawers total. Nice big 5-inch by 2-inch wide casters. And, you know, how can you go wrong? Has an AC outlet on the side. Some very usable features there. And then they have a 55-inch wide box that has 2 bays. One bank has the shorter drawers and the other have the wider drawers with one wide drawer going along the top. Very limited color choices. You have black with red pulls or red with black pulls. K-Tool also has some real value in their creepers. Like a lot of things, the costs of creepers have gone up, where now even the plastic creepers that you get from Lyle are, I think, way too much money for what you get. If you find something a little more substantial, the price keeps going up. There are really good quality creepers, but man, the price of things between inflation and just the rising cost of goods means that we're all paying more for stuff, but we can still find some very good value, and K-Tool has them this go around on the adjustable headrest metal frame creeper for $134.67. That's like $20 less than the Lyle plastic creepers. It's nuts what's going on with those creepers. So let's look at the K-Tool ones and get some savings where we can. You're not giving up anything in quality. This stuff is rather very good. And I love the adjustable shop stool for $185.17. That guy is real handy if you're sitting at a higher countertop, or if you're at a workbench, or maybe you're doing some work on your box. Great to have in the shop. And it's a nice solid piston, and the base of these things is real solid. I don't know that the picture really shows just how solid that thing is, but I have had one like that for years on my truck. I sit on it every day. The thing keeps putting up with my fat rear end, and it's doing a great job. In addition, they have the rolling creeper seats. The one on the top there is the plastic tray underneath the little padded seat. That's 101. And a more substantial seat with a lumbar support with a tray is 141. If you compare these to the cost of the Sun X ones, or was it Whiteside, I think is one of the other brands that makes these creepers, these are substantially less expensive, and they're the same quality, same products. It's AC coolant time. AC and coolant time. Let me say that again. It's AC time and coolant time. The radiator pressure tester kits from FJC and Astro on sale. I wanted you to compare these two. They are so similar, and yet the price is wildly different. Look at the FJC one for $326.47. That's their 26-piece kit. Those are the ones with the quick connect adapters, and we're going to compare that to the Astro just below it for $418.98. Very similar kits. They have very similar parts. The FJC one, I think, has 2 more pieces in it, but they are, for all intents and purposes, identical, and you can save yourself a bunch of money if you go with the FJC one. FJC, I sell lots of their gauge, hose, and manifold sets and their couplers, and they're very reliable. I've never, ever had an issue with any of their products. It's also time to cool your own self off when you're in the shop, and what better way to do that than with an evaporative cooling system from Hess Air. These are nicer than the ones from Portacool for 2 reasons. One of them is they're way less expensive, and number A and 3, don't listen to most of what I say today. My brain is not fully engaged. Let's start that one again. The evaporative coolers from Hess Air have 2 advantages over the Portacool. 1, they're way less expensive, and 2, they're easier to keep clean. The Portacool ones tend to get moldy and nasty and stinky. They're a bear to take apart and clean. I can't tell you how many shops I go into where they have a non-operative Portacool unit sitting off to the side that's in various stages of disassembly that guys just started to take apart, started to clean, and just gave up and just let it sit there, and they've wasted their money because they're not using it. And if they are using it, they just don't blow air that cold. These Hess Air ones are very good. 3 sides of the cooler have their cooling fins on them, and water circulates down those fins, and the fan within there draws air across those fins and spits out cool air. And it's about a 15-degree difference between what comes out of the louvers and the ambient air surrounding it. It's significant, so it's worth considering. They have a number of different sizes. This is their medium-sized one. It moves 3,100 cubic feet of air per minute. They do have a smaller one, and they have a couple of larger sizes. They have a 5,300 cubic feet per minute one and an 11,000 CFM one. This one is terrific for an individual. Even if you're in a larger bay, you can wheel this thing around. You can hook it up to a water hose if you want. You can also fill the tank in the bottom. And about a half hour before you're done for the day, turn off the water pump and just have dry air pulling across your fins, and that keeps them dry and clean and mold free. If you don't want to go that route, you can get the blower fan from K-Tool. This guy moves 1,200 cubic feet a minute. It's the larger of the 2. They have a 300 CFM unit that you can hang a little heater element to on the front of it. This one moves too much air, so you're not going to get any benefit from a heating element. But this is way better in the summertime. You can position it in 4 different positions based on how you rest it on its feet, and it has a couple of AC outlets up on the handle. A surprising amount of air comes out of these things when they're on high. You will literally and figuratively be blown away by the amount of air that this guy moves. NOCO has outstanding jump boxes, and I've been selling these guys as my preferred jump box for years now. Before I knew about this brand even existing, I used to sell a lot of the jump and carry boxes from Solar, and those are very good, but they're very heavy and they're expensive. And I have seen some failures with those that, although it didn't stand out to me as being disproportionately negative, I've never seen a broken NOCO, so take that for what it's worth. These boxes handle systems all different sizes. I just sold a couple of them to some fleet customers. One of them is rated over like 5,200 amps. It's a big unit with a fantastic case. You don't have to take the unit out of the case. You can pull the cables. You can open the top flap and get at the control panel if you want. And it has a nice bright light on it, and you can use it as a power bank to charge your phone and some other devices. All different sizes are listed here and their respective prices. The GBX 155 on the bottom there, beefy unit. That'll do a lot, including up to a 10-liter gas and 8-liter diesel engine. It's great for boats, lawn mowers, and stuff. And the really big unit, the 5200 amp one, is even rated for agricultural equipment, earth moving equipment, and Class 8 trucks. And I sold it to a fleet shop that said, "Get me the biggest one you can." I'm like, "Well, okay, here it is." And they love it. It's been great for them because they don't never have to worry about jumping a truck. UPS is one of our accounts, and they were talking to me about sizing one for them, and I sized that same one for them because one of the guys just had this little, like the little tiny guy, and of course that doesn't do anything for their truck. So we're in the process right now of getting them quotes, and hopefully we'll make a sale to them on the big one as well. This Power Probe modular work light is perhaps the most versatile light I've ever seen. I've done some breakout videos on that. You can check them out up here. And this thing sells continually when we get them in. For $259.38, you get 4 250 lumen modules that all pop out of the base unit there. Each module has its own power button, and it has its own hook and magnet. You just swing out the hook and magnet, and you can hang it or clip it any way you want. The entire unit is rated for 1,000 lumens as a result, and the base unit itself has magnets on the end and on the back, so you can use it as a singular unit. You can also mount it on a tripod because there's a threaded 1/4-20 mount on there. And for $259.38, when you compare the cost of 4 individual work lights, you're about the same price as one of these guys. So you get a lot of versatility with this because you can pop the modules out to use them independently, or you can use any combination of modules in the base unit itself. So you can pop 1 or 2 modules out, use them in one location while you're lighting up a larger location, and leave 2 or 3 modules in there. They charge in the base unit. The base unit is the thing that plugs in, and it has its own power switch and the charging port. I'm going to show you these gloves. Hold on to something, because you're not going to buy them from me at this price. Oh no. Amex makes the GloveWorks nitrile gloves. These things are really the de facto glove. They're the thicker ones that don't tear when you put them on, and you can reuse them when you wash them off. I'm showing you these prices so you can ignore them. Golly, glove prices. I don't know. I had a customer down at a diesel shop that told me their Mako guy rolled in and was asking $72 for a box of those orange GloveWorks gloves on the bottom there. These prices are listed at $61.99 per box of 100 gloves. Ignore that price. I'm doing them for $35 on the truck. I just wanted to show you that things have gotten to absurd levels, as if you didn't already know, with the cost of gloves. So yeah, they're in the flyer for that, but that's not what they're going for on the truck. Not my truck anyway. Protect that beautiful mug of yours by using a UVEX face shield, please. 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 I've seen you hammering on metallic things and grinding and using your wire wheels without any kind of face protection at all, and shame on you. You should at least put eye protection on. But when you need to protect that big, beautiful thing on the front of your head, use a face shield, because it will protect the entire thing. Replaceable visor in there, so after time, if it fogs up and gets scratchy, pop it on out, pop a new one in. And the face shield itself has some nice headgear on it, so it's comfortable to wear for extended periods. Swing the thing up and out of the way when you want to have a personal conversation, or if you want to ignore people, just down and stick your nose in your work and ignore everyone else. Great protection. This is the one that we normally carry on the truck. Normally it's $50. Now it's on sale for $42.53. Need some boots to protect your toesies? Yeah, you do. And Terra has replaced the Redbacks in our lineup. Redback, a while back, I announced that they were no longer available to us or anyone else that I know of in the US. So we moved to Terra. These things are great. They're like $50 less than the respective Redback ones. Why? I don't know, but they're great quality. I like them a little bit better than Redback, surprisingly. They're made of the same kind of leather upper and a beautiful oil-resistant, slip-resistant sole, but I really like their stitching better, and they have brown and black colors and steel toe or soft toe options. Right now on the flyer, $202.99. We were selling the Redbacks for, well, at their lowest, I think I was selling those for like $225, but that was years ago. And then the price has kept creeping up and up and up, and finally they weren't available to us anymore, and now we got the Terras. Good, I'm glad. Hey, take a look at this nifty code reader from Autel. It's the MX808. This is a rather comprehensive, easy to use and easy to read code reader. Does not send tests and has no bidirectional capability. This one just will read codes, it'll graph data, it'll give you all kinds of output from all your systems. And the best part about how Autel designed their systems is, if you're familiar with their interface on any of their devices, it's the same interface on all their other devices. So let's say you've been using a scanner and you know where all the functions are and you know where the icons are. This guy's laid out just the same. So there's no learning curve. You just have to get used to what their features are and how to use them. This one does 17 service functions, and you can print reports from it, and it's based on a 7-inch touchscreen that's built on the Android platform. It's terrific. So you're already familiar with how to get around in it because it's a lot like your smartphone with the touchscreen. We sell a lot of these, and this one, I think the regular price was like $800. And now that it's on sale for $657, $63, makes it a pretty good deal. If you need a full-blown scanner, then look at the Autel 906 BT, and the BT stands for Bluetooth. This is the guy that has a Bluetooth VCI, so you plug that in, and then you can walk around with the scanner in your hand. It has 20 service functions, full bidirectional control, so you can test systems and send commands. And it has 1-year software, free, and then the 1-year updates aren't that expensive for this one. I think they're about $1,000, somewhere around there. Again, built on an Android tablet, and it has the same interface as like the MX808 that I just showed you. So if you can get around easily in one, you can get around easily in the other. And the pricing for this, it depends. It varies on what it is depending on like the month of the time of year if there's promos. Right now, I think it's around $1,800, somewhere around there. So, you know, for a full-blown scanner, that'll take care of most every one of your daily automotive needs. It's a terrific option. When you're welding, you need a hood, and the Titan Shop Iron series has been very good, rather reliable, fairly well priced, and they have some nice paint schemes. This one is the one with the Eagle flag design. They also have like an Iron Man design and just like some pinup photos and just like skulls and things and things with guns and stuff. You know, the typical stuff that you find on welding helmets. This has some nice artwork for $147.99. It's auto darkening. Goes from DIN 3 to DIN 13. And it's a very fast response with multiple sensors so you don't flash yourself. DEWALT has a new cordless ratchet. I don't know about this. And I say cordless, I've never seen a ratchet with a cord. I meant battery powered. The bare tool goes for $359.67. Let's compare that to the price of the Milwaukee bare tool ratchet, and it's over $100 less than the DEWALT. We're going to have a warranty, and the Milwaukee warranty is 5 years on the tool. And if you use an extended battery, the batteries have 3-year warranties, and the standard capacity batteries have 2-year warranties. I like DEWALT for a lot of reasons, but honestly, I haven't sold a DEWALT tool in a long time because everybody's favoring the Milwaukee ones. I don't know what you get with this tool that would compel you to buy it over the Milwaukee, to be honest with you. I would just stick with the Milwaukee. I just showed this to you just to give you a comparison there. But I think for price and warranty and the speed of the new high-speed ratchets that Milwaukee has, stick with those. Need an air-powered die grinder? Yeah, you probably do. Use it for surface conditioning. Some people put cut-off wheels on them. I don't recommend it, but you can. Wear that UVEX face shield when you do, though. And this guy is, again, a K-Tool branded die grinder. They're really coming out with more stuff all the time under the K-Tool label, and I like that. I've never seen anything bad from them. Their hand tools have been very good. They make good pry bars. We sell a lot of K-Tool adapters and stuff like that, and never had an issue. Easy warranties. Everything's got lifetime warranties for the hand tools. This air die grinder has a 2-year warranty on it. When have you seen an air die grinder with a 2-year warranty? I haven't. Usually it's 1 year. And this guy takes a 1/4-inch collet, and it has low vibration, nice composite body, So it's going to stay, it's not going to get cold on you when you use it. And it's half horsepower. Most die grinders I see, unless you're spending a lot of money, top out about 1/3 horsepower. So this is much stronger. We're going to be getting some of these on the trucks. As it is, we sell a lot of the 0.35 horsepower Astro Pneumatic quick lock die grinder. I'm going to put this one on the truck next to it because I'm really interested to see what people start to favor. They like the quick lock one because there's a button on the back of the head that you push, and then you use a wrench to loosen or tighten the collet. And it is also low vibration and also has a nice composite body, so it doesn't get cold. But the K-tool one's a lot stronger. So if you're using it for extended periods, hopefully you get more out of the duty cycle on this, and there's less wear on the motor. Gray Pneumatic puts their socket sets on sale regularly in the flyer, and when they do, the pricing is really very good. 26-piece 3/8 drive, standard and deep length, metric set from 7 to 19 millimeters for only $96.87. Oh, I said it, $96.87. Something to note about Gray Pneumatic: if you buy their stuff and something breaks, you must go through the retailer that you purchase it from to get any warranty stuff, because Gray Pneumatic does not deal directly with the end consumer. So me or somebody else that you bought it from can handle the warranties for you. Just know that. Some companies like SunX have a method where you can contact them directly. You send them a broken thing or even a picture, and they'll send you a replacement. With Gray Pneumatic, they only deal directly with the distributor, which means you have to deal with a retailer. So you give it to me, I send it to my distributor, and then I order a new one, or whatever the order of operations is there. If I have one on the truck, I hand it to you. The long and short of it is you got to go through the retailer for Gray Pneumatic. And also, if you buy their stuff on Amazon, they do not recognize Amazon receipts, and for good reason. People who sell on Amazon can be anybody, and we don't know where they get the stuff from. They may or may not have even purchased it through a legitimate sales channel. Maybe it's gray market or black market stuff. Don't know. Maybe it's defective. Do not know. And as a result, Gray Pneumatic and Milwaukee and some other companies like that want to make sure that you support the dealer network by buying from an authorized, reputable dealer. So one way they can control that is to say, well, if you bought it on Amazon, we're just not going to cover the warranty. Fair enough. Good to know for you. If you want to buy it somewhere else, go right ahead. Just understand that you may be up a creek when it comes time to replacing a broken one. So anyway, you buy it from me for $96.87. I'll take care of the warranties, anything that breaks. It's a rather substantial set for less than $100. There's also the sets from Gearwrench, and they have their 44-piece 3/8 drive, standard and metric, shallow and deep. Comes with a couple of extensions and a universal adapter, and that's only $147.95. And they also have these really nice pinless universal sockets. You've seen these on the Mako truck for twice what you'll see them for in the Flyer. I don't know if they come from the same factory or not, but for half the price of what you're going to buy these for on the Mako truck, you can get that pinless universal socket with a lifetime warranty. If it breaks, I just hand you a new one. Same goes for the kit above that. The thing in there breaks, the extensions, the sockets, the adapter, whatever. Everything's covered, and you're going to spend a ton less than you would spend buying these same things somewhere else. Back to Gray Pneumatic, they have the 1/2-inch drive 13-piece set in standard. This is deep only, runs 7/16 through 1 1/4 inch for $117.55, and the corresponding metric set runs 10 through 27, and that's a buck less at $116.50. For 1/2-inch drive sets and the quality you're getting with Gray Pneumatic, that's a tough one to beat. Let's compare the Gearwrench branded shop stools and creeper seats to the K-tool ones that I showed you. For $99.52, you can get a very similar adjustable stool, and about the same price on the roll-around creeper seat. I like that roll-around one a lot. The shop stool is very substantial, and I'm a big fan of the quality of these particular pieces. They'll last you a long time. They'll put up with a lot of up and down, a lot of sitting. With a 300-pound capacity on the seat and a 225-pound capacity on the stool, chances are you're good there. And if not, I don't know, double up. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know where I'm going with that. Ignore me. Not all. Just ignore some things. Like ignore those things. Don't ignore the other stuff. Astro has a nifty new color in their lineup of digital tire inflators. They have green. They used to have just blue, and I think that blue one was the same one that you were buying off the Snap-on truck under the Blue Point brand. These are nice high flow inflators, so you're not waiting as long as you would wait if you had one of the Milton ones, for example. And now they have them in green. And what's the rule with green tools? Well, if it's green, it goes on the truck. That's just the way it is. If there's a green option, I buy it because it's going to sell. Power Stroke Jude loves green, don't you? I know you do. A lot of guys do. It's such a popular color that if there's a green option, it's one that I put on the truck. So the green, I'm gonna have one of each now. One green, one blue on the truck all the time. $126.77 for the green one. For it's a few bucks less than the blue one at $133.35. I think normally they're like $160. So when you can buy them on sale at this price, do it. I've bragged before about the digital torque wrenches from Gearwrench. I've done videos on them. And the 120 XP Flex Head digital torque wrench is particularly good because A, it has the 120 XP mechanism, so it's fine tooth and you don't need more than 3 degrees to engage a tooth. So it's good for tight spots. You can look at 3 modes of operation: peak, torque, angle, and peak angle, which is the torque and angle. And some brands like Mac, and I think Snap-on too, you have to pay more to get the angle function. On this, it comes with it out of the box. You don't have the option to not have it. So you get all the features and all the benefits at a price that's less than half of what you'll spend on the other tool trucks. Price this same one out on Snap-on's truck. I think that half-inch one is over $700 now. 1-year warranty on them, but that's the same warranty that anybody puts on a torque wrench. And I sold a lot of these, never had a complaint. I don't know that I had one that was defective out of the box. So I got that taken care of under warranty, no problem. Other than that, they're solid units. They get a lot of use in a lot of the diesel shops, in the transit bus shops that we sell these to. And in fact, one guy used another colleague's one that he bought from me, and then he bought the 1/4-3/8 and 1/2-inch one all from me because he loved them that much. If you need a bigger torque wrench and you're going with the 3/4 drive, please look at the Precision Instruments ones. I don't know that you can buy a better one. As far as I know, all Precision Instruments ones are made in the USA, which I really do appreciate about Precision Instruments. They're able to do that and keep the cost affordable, which a lot of guys can't do because labor costs are high in the US. I understand that. But you'll spend less money on a 3/4-inch split beam torque wrench from Precision Instruments than you would on some of the Chinese or Taiwan-made torque wrenches. What's nice about this one is that it comes apart into 3 different pieces for easier storage. And because it's a split beam type and not the one that has the click adjustment on the handle, you don't have to let off the tension on this one. You can just put it away the way it is. And then click it back together again and you're off and running. 200 to 600 foot-pounds, which is typical of 3/4 torque wrenches, for $684.77. A lot of others are well over $800. You're going to save yourself a bunch of money, and you're going to be buying something that's made in the US, and you're going to get a top-of-the-line torque wrench. I really don't think there's a reason to buy another brand. I don't. I love them. And years ago, they used to manufacture for Snap-on, and then Snap-on bought a company, I think they're called CDI, so they bought a torque wrench company that they now get their torque wrenches from. But it used to be Precision Instruments building the Snap-on ones. So you may already know the brand, or rather, you may already know the tool under a different brand. Let's talk about some hand tools from Gearwrench. Their 120 XP Gearbox flex head wrench set and their non-flex head wrench set are very popular with guys that work on large trucks. So all of our diesel mechanics fall in love with these. And when they're on sale, they're worth grabbing because the regular price are about $380 for this flex head. Right now, they're $335.72. And the non-flex head versions are $239.98. You're getting a wrench set that goes from 10 to 19 millimeters. Same size on both ends of the wrench. One end is ratcheting, one end is fixed. One end is flex head on the flex version, and the other has 2 fixed heads. If you need a comprehensive set of regular combination wrenches, look at another great offering from K-Tool. For $203.68, you're getting a set that runs 8 to 32 millimeter with a 12-point box end. They look really nice. They're a full polished set. They come with a lifetime warranty. I sold a couple of these since they came out. I mean, when you need a wrench, they don't spread. They're comfortable in the hand. They look nice. It's a terrific set. Thanks, K-Tool. You can't beat the price. I mean, really. $200 gets you a comprehensive set that has some of the larger sizes in it. And a nice roll-up pouch. If you don't know about the benefits of owning Knipex Cobra pliers, you should. Because there are less expensive pliers, but there aren't any better quality pliers. Their Cobras are terrific. They have multiple positions to adjust the jaws with, a little push button, and you slide the jaws apart. And the way the jaws are shaped, they'll grab a multitude of bolt heads and nut shapes. This 3-piece set has a 7, 10, and 12-inch long set of pliers in them. And they cover them with a lifetime warranty. They're easy to get replaced if they get weird on you. Sometimes guys misalign I mean, some guys really ask too much of these pliers, but it's okay, they cover them. I don't know that you're not going to need a whole lot more for general purpose pliers when you buy the Cobras. They really are that good. And everyone loves them, brags about them. And for $170, $358 for the set of 3, pick them up and put them in your box. And I bet you'll find that 10-inch pair is going to be in your hand all the time. And maybe the 7-inch will just actually be in your pocket because you'll use these guys regularly for everything. They even have down to a little 4-inch size. And that one sells like crazy. I can't keep that one in the truck. That one, absolutely in the shirt pocket. You have it to grab, turn, twist, and pull on anything. And, for the price, you get a lot of functionality out of it. Just know that this is the kind of thing I don't recommend to a new guy because they're pricey. And you can and should spend a lot less on pliers when you're getting going to establish yourself. And then as you want to upgrade your tools, this is a great consideration. Maybe you're the buy once, cry once type person who thinks that, okay, it's worth the extra money and I'll never have to buy another set because you're getting top of the line. And that's true, and there's value to that. Maybe if that's the way you think, maybe this is a good starting set for you. But if money's tight and you don't have it, there are some very good ones from Irwin and some good deals that you can get at Home Depot and stuff like that. But when you're ready to buy in the tool trucks and when you're ready to buy top of the line stuff, look at this set. Because this one will take you to the next level, and it's just a level of, sophistication and refinement in your tool sets that you won't have with other ones. Worth every penny. More from K-Tool. Their snap ring plier sets are very good. I enjoy these myself. They're 12 pieces come in their master set, 3 of each tip size. And of those tip sizes, there's straight, 45 degree, and 90 degree. They have rather nice molded handles. They used to have the less expensive dipped handles in the past, but they moved on to a nicer, more comfortable molded handle. And at $148.13, compare this to a similar set from Lang, and I really love Lang. And there really isn't much of a quality difference, if any, between the two. For all I know, this is a Lang set. I don't know who makes this for K-Tool, but Lang does manufacture for other companies. But you're buying, for what you're getting. Don't spend more than you have to and still get a quality tool. This is a really good option. And they're made in the U.S. So, made in the U.S., check. Saving money, check. Get a perfectly good, top quality tool as a result. There's 3 wins right there, and you can't do better than that. The long reach ratchet set from Gearwrench is very popular. It has a 1/4 inch, 9-inch long ratchet and a 3/8 drive. I think it's 18 inches. And for $115.99, that price is, I don't know, find something similar in another tool truck, right? I mean, we're constantly comparing prices to other tool trucks. Save yourself the money. I know people really like Snap-on ratchets, and honestly, I like them too. I think they're very good quality. And this isn't a question of quality, it's a question of value. Is it worth it? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. If you want outstanding value in a ratchet, look at the 120 XP ones from Gearwrench. For $115.99, you're getting something you can rely on every day. It's absolutely pro grade. I sell a lot of these to guys who use them every single day, and they love them. They love the finer mechanism and the 120 XP head, because they can get the longer ratchet in tighter spaces. Especially on a long reach, you're going to need the finer mechanism in order to use it at a tighter angle. And if you want to bulk up on screwdrivers, maybe you need a more complete set than you've got. Maybe you're building your tool collection. Maybe you've lost a bunch of screwdrivers out of your old set. The 20-piece master set from Gearwrench for $129.37 covers all your bases. It's got your regular size flathead and Phillips. It also has stubbies and some micro drive screwdrivers in there. It's got a nice comfort grip handle. You get a lot of good torque on these, and they have a bolster that you can attach a wrench to if you need extra torque when you're turning it. But if you need a heavy-duty set of screwdrivers because you want to use your screwdrivers guilt-free as a pry bar or a chisel, look at the ones from Mayhew. This capped end screwdriver set has 10 pieces in it. This thing is robust. It is beefy. You won't find a more substantial screwdriver. And they put a lifetime warranty on them and a striker cap. So slam away on these things. Use them for every purpose that you're not supposed to use any other screwdriver for, and they won't let you down. I love Mayhew for a lot of reasons. They make terrific punch and chisel sets. Cass from Speedwrench Customs is a big fan of the Mayhew brand. They make terrific stuff. Their pick sets are great. I've never been disappointed. Their pry bars are outstanding, and I love them for a lot of reasons. And this is maybe the beefiest, most substantial screwdriver set I have ever seen. A great bit set is the 208 Master set from Sunex. For $102.85, you get just about everything you could ever want to use. If you need a bit that's not in this set, you're working on the wrong thing. Except if you need like 6-inch long bits. This one has an outstanding collection of medium and short bits, as well as a bunch of nut setters, Phillips slotted Torx, hex. I think there's even there's a bunch of security bits in there. All 1/4 inch quick release shanks on these things. Man, you pair this up with like a Milwaukee M12 driver, there's nothing you can't do. You can take apart everything. I don't know, it's great for using that in hand tools as well, but put that in your little driver and man, go nuts, because you'll feel like a god. There's nothing you wouldn't be able to work on. All right, let's look at some punch and chisel sets. Now, the Astro one on top here for $36.68. I'll say that again, $36.68. Has 16 pieces. I think you've seen this on some tool haul videos. That has some taper punches, pin punches, a few chisels, and a gauge in it. And we're also going to look at the Mayhew one below that, which is a 19-piece set. So you get 3 extra pieces in the Mayhew one for $149.12. Both come in roll-up storage cases. It really is your preference to which one you want, and to make sure that the set you get covers the sizes you want. For regular everyday use, that Astro set's awesome. If you want something a little heavier duty, consider the Mayhew. But between the two, you're covered. Or maybe you want to keep one set in the shop that you're going to be banging on every day and keep another set at home. Buy one of each. I mean, they're terrific. And for the price, that Astro one's really hard to beat. I haven't seen a quality difference at all with their stuff. Here's some pry bars from K-Tool I was talking about before. That's a 4-piece ladyfoot pry bar set. Okay? And they have the tapered end that you use for aligning holes. 6, 12, 16, and 20-inch pry bars come in this set. And compare that price for all 4 to the price of just the 6-inch one on the Snap-on truck. That entire set will cost you as much as one 6-inch ladyfoot tapered pry bar on Snap-on's truck. Covered by a lifetime warranty. Tell me how you can go wrong. Why would you spend stupid money on something that you can get for a whole lot less and get the same quality? Now, if it matters to you what name it says on it, I'll bust out a Sharpie and I'll write whatever name you want. You have seen the Master Tap and Die set video that I made, haven't you? If you haven't, watch it up here. Gearwrench has the best tap and die set I've ever seen in the entire industry. This is 114 pieces. Has all the tap and die sizes in it, as well as 2 sizes of tap wrenches, and these are beautiful pass-through ratcheting tap wrenches. Pass-through die holders and tap collets, as well as a 5-piece extractor set, spiral style. Has a couple of thread gauges, even has a little T-handle that you can put through the collets if you can't use the large wrenches. And it has these little pivoting flip-up tap holders in the case so you can get a better view of what's going on. Gorgeous, gorgeous set. Check out the video where I do a deep dive in this. I also talk about the different types of taps that are in here. It comes with plug taps and taper taps. And it also talks about how to understand thread pitch and stuff like that. So there's a tutorial in there along with a review on the product. And there's a lot of mystery around taps and dies. Do not be ashamed if you don't know all the details. A lot of guys do not know why you want a taper tap over a plug tap over a bottom tap. They don't know how to understand thread pitch on these things. I go over all that in the other video. And again, just embrace the need to learn and learn. There's tons of resources out there, and I hope to be one of them for you. That's it. I hope that you find some value in here. Do please subscribe, as I mentioned earlier. There's all kinds of stuff that's on sale in the flyer. I have posted a complete version of the flyer on my website at coyletools.com, as well as a link to this video. So if you want to page through it one by one, just go right ahead and start looking on the site. Just something that you want to order from it, let me know. Some stuff that's in here is posted on my online store, but the pricing changes a lot. So whatever's in the flyer is the most current. Drop me a line to let me know if you want to buy something out of here. We can ship anywhere in the U.S. And we will also take care of service after the sale if we have to for you. So, and keep watching, because in the future we've got some videos that you have specifically asked for, including a whole series on air tool repair. We're going to be looking, I have a whole new, I'll show you behind me, new repair shop setup. We just upgraded some things, so we have a new bench and a new toolbox and a new work surface there. So we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff with that. That'll have some repairs for Ingersoll 1/2-inch drive, air tools, as well as some ratchets, and I think some air hammers. So there'll be a bunch of stuff coming up for that, as well as the review video that I mentioned on the Master Tap and Die set from Gearwrench, and a whole review series on the Coast XP lights, as well as our regular Tools in the Hall videos. So do me a favor, click down here now to subscribe so that you don't miss any of it. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, use a tool, don't be one.